on this morning EST. So it's for Eastern Standard Time, like we're in morning, and then for people who are in Nigeria, kind of like afternoon period, I believe. Well, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Beatrice. I'm back again, and I really do intend to be more consistent. There's tons and tons of things for me to do now, so I'm like doing like 100 things compared to before, and I'm grateful for it. So do well to like, share, subscribe, and click on the notification bell. As you can see, the name has changed. It's no longer Immigration with Beatrice. It's now CIWSRC, and that just means Canada Immigration Work and Study Resources Business Partner. And just an encouragement to someone. This is not to show off or to boast that I'm better than. See, what I'm doing, anybody can do it. Okay. So welcome on the video. Let's get started on the business of today. Oh, before you go, do well to like, share, subscribe, and click on the notification button. Subscribe so you'll be getting more great content. So I intend to do this every Tuesday, like I said, but I got on a project that took like up to 2 weeks, and I had to finish off that project. I'm back again on YouTube, and I don't intend stopping. So this is gonna be every Tuesday. So my Tuesday is gonna be jam-packed because I'm also doing another project for someone else. So welcome to YouTube channel. So why am I here today? So like you know me, I'm an immigration consultant, and I speak about immigration. It's so dear to my heart because I made tons of mistakes and wasted lots of money, and I had lots of regret because I stuck in Ontario. And like I tell people, there are 10 provinces in Canada. You don't have to sit down in just one province. And give me a moment here, let me quickly, because okay, I'll just let that be. I was looking to put this on flight mode so I don't get anybody bugging me with messages. Awesome. So yeah, where was I again? Ontario, yeah. So you don't get stuck in Ontario. Like there are 10 provinces. You can go to Nova Scotia, none of it. And that reminds me, I did a podcast yesterday for Canada Immigration Work and Study Resources. I want you to go ahead to go to my description section. I'm gonna add it. Would also, I don't know if YouTube will give me the ability to add podcast on their platform. I don't think so. So just go on the description section, it will be there. Go ahead and listen to it. Guess what? I was so astounded when I went to my Anchor podcast. And initially when I started, I find people were listening to, because first of all I was scared, and I want to tell you who's watching, you can be anything you want to be. Don't let, if I can do it, anybody in this world can do it. Trust me. Like my English grades in school were pretty low, and I used to be so scared. I'm like, English, and even as an adult I'm still reading about English. So if I can do it, you can do it. So don't let the English factor stop you. Like, going back to the fact, I love talking. Like you can say, I enjoy what I'm doing. I went to my Anchor podcast, and guess what, people? There are over 16 countries listening to me, a black woman. Like it was Finland, it was initially I saw Canada and the United States because that's the bunch of my listeners, that's where they come from. And definitely most of my employers, people I'm working with, they are from the United States and from Canada. For some reason, those two countries just, I don't know. I'm grateful to God for that. And then, although 50% was from the US, 20% from Canada, and the US because, yeah, they're producers, right? And then when I scrolled and I saw Finland, Kenya, Portugal, Afghanistan, I'm like, and the list, India, and I'm like, China, and I'm like, oh my God, there's so many countries are listening to me. Oh my goodness. And then that just motivated me. And I have 2.6 thousand plays. Like when I saw that, I'm like, whoa. Even the business I'm currently working with, I'm currently doing partnership with, was like, when did you start this? I'm like, I started in 2020, and then I stopped. Let me just sip my coffee. You can join me. I'm a coffee person, just so you know. Just put that humor in there so you know. Oh, Beatrice is human. I'm not a robot. I'm human. Okay. A lot of people are like, how is she able to do that? She's just a techie person. Trust me, if you can text on your phone, you can do things on your phone, you can be techie. So don't let the grammar and all these things distract you. So you can be whatever you want to be. So we're still in the video. So as I was saying, please go listen to my Anchor podcast. I was astounded when I saw the number of people listening to me. And do you know that that's actually a good platform to market yourself, to market your product? Like, I got a client, and there was a client I got on Fiverr that said, I actually heard about you via a podcast also, and I'm like, there's no other place I'm doing podcasts aside from Anchor, so they probably heard about me on Anchor, and I was like, does that mean that thing is working. So like, I don't know, but this could be a new form of business for someone who is listening to me who wants to generate revenue and stuff. And that's what I'm going into. So guess what, people? Today is not about the normal immigration stuff. Today I'm gonna be telling you, I'm gonna be creating a mini course, by the way, and it's just gonna sell for $15. Like someone said I should make it $30. Just, you know what, join my Telegram group. I just want to coach 10 people for free, but you have to purchase the course first. And I would know, because when you make the purchase, I would know that you've purchased the course. Just 10 people who are going to purchase this course. The course will be up on Saturday. It's by the special grace of God. It will be up on Saturday on how to make $1,000 in 30 days. And the reason why this is dear to my heart, this is not to make money. Like, I'm selling the course for $15. I have a friend in Udemy that is selling her course. She didn't even have, like, it was just like 6-7 videos, and she's selling her course, guess what, for $99. And she told me, come on, sell it for $100. I'm like, no. It hurts me when I see fellow women like me, or fellow graduates like me who graduated at the same time, and they're still looking for jobs. And I'm like, no, you're smart. You can make so much. You don't have to depend on one employer. And by the way, I'm going to tell you guys a story. Wow, this life. I worked with this American employer, and I'm not gonna call names. You know me, I forgive people easily. I have a free heart. I trust people. Like I'm trying to get in, because a lot of people have betrayed and hurt me in the past, and I'm trying to get into the place where, you know what, just forgive people, just love people. People are people, and there was this American employer I work with. Guess what, people? After 6 days working with this lady, and she told me that it's gonna be a full-time job. She told me that she's no longer interested. So what I learned from that is, don't depend on one employer, because when they get, if they are not making revenue or whatever, they just kick you out. You didn't give me any reasons or stuff. I don't know if a lot of people were jealous and they ganged up against me, whatever. I don't know. Or maybe there was a certain behavior I exhibited and I shouldn't have exhibited. I don't know. But when I worked with AT&T, if there's certain issues, if there's certain behavior that I exhibited that is a little bit oversight or on the overlay, they're gonna call me and say, hey, this thing you did on this call, we felt you had an attitude. You know, I'm a black woman, right? We felt like you had an attitude. You shouldn't have spoken to the client in that manner. We're gonna give you like 60 days of something like that, right? You don't just kick someone out of the business like that. Like, okay, how are they gonna fit? So this is the reason why you need to invest in side hustles. This video is not the regular immigration video, and a lot of people who are living in Canada right now, there's a lot of what's it called? There's a lot of companies that are laying off people. You don't want to sit at home. You gotta pay the rent. You're gonna pay the light bills. You're gonna pay the people who have a vehicle like me, insurance. There's so much things. There's a lot of things you have to pay in Canada. If you're living in Canada, you know what I'm talking. You have to. Things are expensive. Things are getting expensive, and that's why I keep telling people, if you can leave Ontario, if you have the ability to leave Ontario, yeah, you guys love my hair. That. This is actually my natural hair. This is my natural hair. I got it from my grandfather, by the way. My grandfather had natural hair like this. His hair was really long like this. And although my grandfather has passed on a couple of years ago. Sorry about that, but yeah. Each time I lose my hair, I just remember my grandfather because this is something I got from him. And yeah, I just felt I'll be human. I'll put it up there in my YouTube. Like, this is the Beatrice OT brand. I can be me sometimes. I just love being human, you know. And what was it? Like, Ontario is pretty expensive. I tell people, before you come to Canada, make sure you do your proper plan and listen to the podcast. In the podcast, I talked about Saskatchewan and the wonderful things Saskatchewan has to offer. Some of the immigration pathways people who are looking to study, has one of the best universities. So for people who are looking to, you know, come to Canada, if Canada is your dream country, although don't be limited. If your vision or your dream is to go to the US, why not? If your vision or dream is to go to Canada, why not? But what I'm just saying is, hey, come on, go ahead, take the risk and go to a different province and get out of Ontario. Ontario sucks sometimes, but Ontario is also good for people who Ontario is also a very great province for people who you know, are well positioned. You have your family here, why not try Ontario? But for me, it was a whole different ballgame for me. I didn't really like Ontario. Had a lot of regrets, had a lot of setbacks, which is part of our daily lives. And yeah. So what am I? I've not actually started the video. The video hasn't started. You know me, I love talking and I love expressing myself, and I love my viewers to enjoy themselves when they're with me. I don't want you to see me as, oh, this girl is here again and she's here to talk about immigration. I just want you to also have a feel about my story and have a know about, okay, who is she, where is she from. I'm Beatrice Oti. For people who don't know, please do well to like, share, subscribe, and click on the notification bell, because this will be coming up every Tuesday. I promise you guys, every Tuesday I'll be up. It's either to be premiered, even though I could go live, I will, but this will be frequently every Tuesday. I have put myself, except on holidays, and an announcement would be made with respect to that. So my name is Beatrice Oti, and I am an immigrant. I immigrated to Canada in 20. I came to Canada via student. I immigrated to Canada 2018, 2019, 2020. It took 3 years for me to get my residency. It was pretty tough. And I always love traveling. If I'm not in Canada, I'm in Nigeria. If I'm not in Nigeria, I'm in the UK. I'm always touring around these 3 countries because I have family members there. And yeah, I am also a music person. So if you've not streamed my song, it's also going to be in the description section. You can go ahead and stream my song. And I believe that in life, anybody can become whatever they want to become, and it all starts here from your thoughts. So I'm going to give you a little bit of what I'm going to be doing in the few weeks and why I'm here. I am creating a course. I don't know if I said it earlier. I'm creating a course, a mini course on how to help graduates, right? People who finish the same set as me, because I'm seeing a lot of people who are jobless right now because of the laying offs of workers in Canada. There's a huge surge of laying offs. Now, first of all, I want you to have the mindset that if you're starting anything, maybe if you want to start a YouTube channel, wealth creation takes time. This is not a get rich quick scheme. You will make money, but I just want you to be aware that it's gonna take you some time. It could be 1 month for you, it could be 2 months, it could be 1 year, it could be 2 years. For me, it took me 1 year. So I'm just being realistic, okay? So I'm creating this course for people who, they don't know what else to do anymore. They lost their job. It's been 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 9 months. It's going to a year, 2 years. There's still no job coming. They've tried to tweak their resume as 1,000 times as they can. I'm here to show you that you can make money. You don't have to depend on one employer to make money. Like I told you about my story of the employer that laid me off without even giving me a proper reason why. I've been laid off twice. I worked at Burger King. I was laid off. This person I was working with as a freelancer, and I got laid off as well. So, and I'm still making money even though I was laid off, right? And it really broke my heart when I got laid off with this recent person, because this is an online space that I got laid off and there was no proper reason. And it really hurts me because I'm like, you should tell me why. What did I do? What attitude did I exhibit? So that it could even help me grow. I'm a growth strategist. I love growth. Growth helps me a lot. Like if you tell me, oh, this thing you're doing, I want to learn, I want to grow so that I become better. Because when you learn, you become. I don't see. In the past, I used to see correction. I'm like, why will you correct me? Now I see correction as wealth creation. Like, tell me, I want to grow. It's gonna help me, right? So yeah, I want to help just 10 people. I want you to go ahead on the description section, click on the link and join the group. The course will be available on Saturday on how to make $1,000 in 30 days. The strategy I used. So I'm going to give you a little snippet of the course. So the course, it's technically just 4 rules, just 4 rules. For me, it's the first rule is visualization. Now I created this because it's working for me, and I believe it will work for you if you do the work, okay, and if you're patient enough. Visualization, when you start with visualization, so what do you see yourself, how much do you tend to earn, who do you think you are, like what do you imagine. Like I usually recommend, there's tons of, I did a lot of things before I got here. Like I read a lot of books, I bought other people's products, I bought up to 10 courses at one point, just growing and developing, reshaping my thinking. So visualization is a big part, a big factor. Ask any business person from Grant Cardone, Joyce Meyer, Joel Osteen, John Maxwell. Visualization is big. So you have to visualize, you have to innovate yourself, and then you have to produce. You have to create a product. You have to build a profile, and then you have to promote, which is sell. So these are the 4 things, the 4 key things, and I would write them in the description section. So visualization, production, building, and promotion. Okay, so you have to promote yourself. So these are the big things. It's also going to be entailed and listed in the course, and it's a mini course. It's just $15. I'm thinking of pulling it to $25. So if you click on the link and you're quick, You can get it for $15, but after 4 3 days, it's gonna bump up to $25. So you want to take advantage of that. And this 10 people get a free coaching from me on how I made my first $1,000. And I'm gonna show you on the screen. You're gonna see it. It's not like I'm lying. You're gonna see the money on the screen and see that, oh, she has made this amount of money. I'm a level 1 cold calling expert on Fiverr, and also a business partner with CIWSRC. I'm also a gospel artist. So you can see that I'm doing so many things. And what is all this about? It's freedom. I want financial freedom. I don't want a situation, and this is just the beginning for me. I don't want a situation I'll be depending on one employer. When I want to take my break, I have to ask for permission for my life to take a break. I have to seek permission from another individual to get a break. Nah, not even, never, never. Never, never again. If I want to go on a break, I go on a break. I want to go on a vacation, I go on a vacation. Whatever I want to do, I'm going to do when I want to do it. I'm not going to take a permission from someone to do something. That's slavery. It's slavery. I'm telling you, it is slavery. Having a job the first 2 3 4 years of your life is good, because then you need those skills, right? I love employers, but then when you want to take a break, you have to seek permission. I really don't like that. Of all the employers I work with, AT&T is the best, because AT&T actually give you break. If you give them valid reasons, they do give you breaks and stuff. So in this course, certain things will be covered in this course, and I'm just gonna buttress a little bit of them. So you want to determine what you're good at. So if you're gonna start anything, be it a YouTube channel, be it an online business, and this is all in the online space, by the way, trading options and all that, you want to determine what you're good at. Are you a singer like me? Are you a web developer? Are you a graphic? These are big, big words, but hey, let me break it down. Do you like talking? Do you like creating things? Like, do you like drawing? Do you like helping people? You just want to help somebody. If you fall into any of these categories I said, like people who help people are web developers, right? But that they get more advanced. And hey, creating a website is not that difficult. I will still be a certified web developer, by the way. And trust me, if I can do it, anybody in the world can do it. Trust me. If you like helping people, you could actually create content on you. You could start with YouTube. YouTube helps a lot. You could start with YouTube and create content on some of the skills you've had, just package things together, some of the tools. All this will be covered in the course. I'm not going to tell you the tools here because this is free, right? This is all free. So get in the course. I'm going to also show you one-on-one coaching session. I'm going to show you the tools I've been using and how I earn. You could even earn more than me. I don't care. Go ahead and earn more than me. I just want to help people. I'm here to help people. The money can go round. The money can go way round, And I know I may get more than 10 people, but I need 10 people because I don't want to overstretch myself, because I also have other projects I need to take. And I'm doing this. I'm giving this a 2 weeks space. After 2 weeks, I'm going to jump into my other project. And that's why we're creating this. So you want to determine what you're good at as a person. What are you good at? Are you good at football? Could you teach people how to play football in a certain way and put it up on YouTube? Are you good at makeup? Could you teach people how to wear their makeup and put it on YouTube? Are you good at cooking? So there's so many things. You can see now that the online world, a lot of people are making revenue left, right, and center. There are tons of millionaires and billionaires, because people have come to realize that you don't need to sit down and depend and go to an office and depend on an employer. That is good. You could start this as a side hustle. I actually started this as a side hustle while I was doing my full-time job. So I'm not going to discourage you, but I want you to have a bigger picture, right? Like me right now, I'm doing 5 things right now. 5 things. And I know it's going to turn to 10 things. And I actually I hired one person to join me in my team, because I realized there's so much more I can do and time is up, right? So I hired someone else, and fine, I'm paying funds for that. I'm paying funds because it's my business, right? And I believe if I can do this, you can do it. So the first factor is to determine what you're good at. You want to find a problem, right? You want to find a problem that people are willing to pay to solve. So if it's graphics designing, if it's typing things on your computer and proofreading it to make sure they all look nice, and you want to look for what people are willing to pay for the solution you offer. So people are willing to pay for it, and the solution you offer, people are willing to pay you for it. Then you want to create a plan, and then you want to take action. And that brings us back to what I said earlier, the visualization, that you have to visualize, you have to build, and you have to innovate, and you have to promote yourself, right? So these are the basic things that I would be teaching in the course. And as a freelancer, I'm also a freelancer. As a freelancer, I'm going to show you different websites you could use for those people who don't have a website. Like I currently don't have a website, but my website is under construction and it will be up pretty soon. And for those people who don't have ebooks, because I realized that my ebook also is going to be coming up as well, like I told you guys. So there's a lot of things I'm doing. I have tons of projects. I really have tons of projects. I'm no longer depending on one employer. I have like 6 employers right now that I'm working for, and I told myself I'm not gonna try that. I'm not gonna do that mistake where I sit down and work for one employer and then they tell you when they want you to. No, never again. Never again. Just had to put that Nigerian thing in there. So yeah, thank you for staying on the wheel to the end of this video. Do well to like, share, click on the thumbs up, and I'm going to be offering you a free, just for watching this video, I really appreciate it, a free ebook on the 7 factors to consider before immigrating to Canada. Link will be on the description section, and if you are unable to find that link, feel free to DM me or keep a message in the comment section. And please no derogatory remarks or comments. I really don't want us to start this journey with derogatory. As you can see, my subscribers is beginning to build. I really want to get that to 1K subscribers. That's my goal before the end of this year, if I'm consistent, which I know will. Thanks for joining me on this journey. So this would be it. Do well to like, share, subscribe, click on the notification button, and I will see you on the next video. Bye now.